So we're off and racing now in time final one of the boys under 16 4 by 800 metres. So the pace not really on at this stage, but it is a time final, so the end time is really important. Obviously heat number 2 will be watching for those times and then going for it and attacking. So it looks like Wesley is out there. I think that might be Mornington Secondary College also up with the Melbourne Grammar there. You can see the Brighton Grammar red and blue, quite obvious. Sitting mid-pack at the moment, but Wesley leading the way on the inside lane. Mornington to the outside. Back on the inside, Melbourne Grammar. On the outside of here, Brighton. And we have Frankston High School, St Leonard's. And then Bendigo South East. So 65 first split there. So looking around that 2:10 mark here. So a bit of a lead pack now forming. First 4 teams now starting a bit of a gap, get a gap in. But Bendigo South East trying to bridge that gap. So it's Wesley and Mornington, no real change there at all. They're going for stride at the moment. So good running here from the 2 boys leading this race. They've now got about a 25 metre gap to Melbourne Grammar. Brighton Grammar right there as well. So is Bendigo South East. So time finals here, the timing is all important. Just clicks over the 2-minute mark as Mornington starts to take the lead from Wesley. Just tying up, so he'll go in with about a 3 to 4 metre break. So Mornington lead it. So about 2:10 going through. So fairly even splitting there from the first 2 boys, 65-65. Gap of about 35 metres then back to Melbourne Grammar and another 15 back to Brighton. So some messy changeovers there. So Bendigo South East also in the mix. So it's Mornington, Wesley, Melbourne, Brighton, Bendigo. So not much change out front here as we're coming through to end lap 3 of the 8 laps. So Wesley just starting to get his nose in front, but having to go to the outside here. So 3:18 going through, fairly slow first lap there, allowing Melbourne Grammar and also Brighton to come back into the picture. So it's Wesley, Mornington, Melbourne, Brighton, Bendigo. Then looks like Frankston High School next and St Leonard's. So Wesley's certainly starting to get a run on here. Mornington going backwards a bit and Brighton Grammar is really starting to mount his challenge down the back straight and into the wind. So lots of momentum there for second and third, which is now Brighton and also Melbourne as they go past Mornington, who is tiring. Bendigo battling on well, he's got about 180 still to go. As Wesley gets his cadence up, digs it in hard as he comes into the home straight, with Brighton starting to lope forward now and really putting on a surge. So big strong finish here from Brighton. Remember, it is a time final, so you want to win it, but you want to win it with a good time as well. So Wesley will take the baton first. So we're going through the halfway mark here in about 4:27. Only a 5 metre gap then to Brighton. Melbourne are now in 3rd position. Mornington will take the baton in 4th. Then Frankston High School. Sorry, that's Bendigo South East, followed by Frankston High School. So some good running there from Brighton Grammar. They've now taken the lead. Wesley just sitting off the back. So nice cadence established here by the leader from Brighton. He's moving very nicely, but Wesley's now got the sit. So we'll see that they're going to be going through some traffic soon. So it's Brighton leading from Wesley. Melbourne Grammar about 30 metres back. Another 40 back to Mornington, with Bendigo bearing down on them rather quickly. So a little bit of a break now established by Brighton. 200 to go on leg 3 of 4. Getting out to about 20 metres now, and I reckon that'll extend to about 30 to 40 by the time we get down into this home straight. So really starting to move away now, Brighton. Fourth runners on the line, ready to go. A little bit of traffic coming through, as we'll see the Wesley team still coming through to complete their second lap for stage 3. So Brighton are taking the lead here. They have got about a 35 metre gap now over Wesley as we go into the last runner. So good start there from Brighton. Wesley's got the job to do here. They've also got to defend with Melbourne Grammar coming at them. So Bendigo have moved into 4th position ahead of Mornington. But Brighton looking very strong. He's really starting to establish quite a big lead. I can't see this one coming back at all. So Brighton odds on here to take the first of our time finals, but it's then going to be a matter of what that time is as they breast the tape. So Brighton's starting to tire a little bit here. Wesley's still in the mix, so Brighton's got to get himself back. He started beautifully, but he's starting to feel the effects of running into that wind with quite a little bit of vigour. So Brighton leading, but the gap is now back to 25 metres as Wesley digs in for that last lap. Looks like Bendigo Southeast is now running into 3rd position. They're about to overtake the smaller figure from Melbourne Grammar, so Bendigo moves into 3rd. So I think I called this one too early because Brighton is gone and Wesley is strong. So Wesley takes the lead in time final number 1. I can't see Brighton digging themselves out of this little hole. So Wesley leads, Brighton second. Big gap then back to Bendigo. So Brighton should be safe in that second position. But it's how much damage can be done now over the final 200 metres time-wise as Wesley really strides out here. What a strong performance. This is actually quite an inspirational performance we're seeing right now from Wesley College, who are certainly up against him going into that final stage. But he's going to come in here with at least a 50-metre break. So all eyes on the clock. 8:45 is the time at the moment. So we're going to be around the 8:50 mark. So 8:49.24 unofficial. Wesley College taking out time final and number 1. So Wesley are the defending title holders here in this event. They won it last year in 8:38.19 from Mornington and Haileybury.